as beautiful as your hair is, you know what else is really beautiful? How aptly named the October 9th war event is. Blood, sweat, and tears. Because Matthew Taylor, how much blood have you spilled for the fans of War Wrestling? And Matthew Taylor, how many times have you been drenched in sweat for the fans of War Wrestling? And how many tears have the fans of War Wrestling spilled because they have been forced to face the truth in the way they live? And Matthew Taylor, you have shown them that how they live now is not it.
No, it's not it. No, you see, they're all sinners and they're all non-believers and they do not believe the one truth, and that is the gospel is the way. You see, we now have an opportunity again on October 9th to reclaim what was ours, and so that's exactly what we're going to do. The War Wrestling Championship is going to come home, and the Revolution will once more be in charge. And it's okay, everyone. I know you're scared. I know you're afraid. But all you have to do is take my hand and let me show you the way.
All right, we're rolling.
Welcome to Blood, Sweat, and Fears. Michael McCormick and James Ronick. It's a big event, obviously, here coming out of the anniversary show. We get a lot of things coming out of the Coldwater show last weekend as well. War Wrestling title on the line in the four-way, and I don't think there's any match on any card anywhere that has the amount of talent this match has.
It's a night of unpredictability, Michael. We're coming out of United We Stand as well. The big story coming out, Cody Hawk, Jack Vaughn, Brandon Fields, the old school posse, and most importantly, Jack Vaughn in that four-way title match. Can the old school posse take control of War Wrestling?
I guess we'll find out. The old school Empire did it once. See what the posse can do. But Jack is kind of that wild card because he's so different with that group. We've also got the Von Englands in action coming up, a group that's obviously new to War, but they can also do some damage.
What a big entry test to War Wrestling. They take on Cody Jones and Paloma Star in a big mixed tag team match. We got 9 matches on the card. Tons of new faces, including the debuting Luis Casanova, taking on Gino DiCapo of the Wise Guys, and a unique team in the Wise Guys. They've got Tommy Irish and Big James B in tag team action later on as well.
And that means we've got to put up with River Blackheart as well. But you can tell he's fired up. We're ready to go. Let's kick this show off now.
Luis Casanova, it is your turn. You will have blood, sweat, and tears when you face the main man, Gino DiCapo. We didn't come to lose. We will be in full force. James B., Tommy Irish, and myself will all be there. So if anybody else wants to step up and try and make a name off of us, we ain't hard to find.
You bring in Gino DiCapo, and he's got some sleeves there behind him, you see in the hat. River Blackheart, and 2 guys who are pretty much made for each other.
The Wise Guys, first of two sightings tonight. It's Gino DiCapo to kick us off, Michael. Last time we saw Gino DiCapo, he was picking teeth off the canvas with Crash Jackson, looking to turn it around tonight in a huge way as we kick off this huge event.
Kind of see how this plays out throughout the course. You know, Ripper's going to get involved at some point. He's the guy I'd like to see picking his teeth up off the mat.
Making his debut here at War Wrestling, the Dominican Hercules, Luis Casanova, one of the strongest men in the area, Michael.
You know what, I'll be honest with you, I thought he was throwing candy out at first, running over there to get some.
I wish he was a little farther.
I think he was throwing out wristbands. Either way, Ripper would probably try and steal them and remarket them.
Luis Casanova, 6'2", 270 pounds. A monster of a man and a huge test here for Gino DiCapo as we kick things off.
You know, it's kind of one of those interesting things because Gino, being in the territory as it goes for a long time, knows kind of the ins and outs and as far as this building goes. But, I mean, that is a monster of a man standing across the ring from him.
Crowd is firmly behind Luis Casanova. All fired up. He's going to have to control his emotions, though, especially with Ripper Blackheart on ringside.
And it always stands to reason, again, they would be behind anybody who's opposing the Wise Guys.
Side of the traps of Luis Casanova. He's built like a small car.
I think Gino's going to try maybe a test of strength there. We'll see. This doesn't seem like a smart idea.
A lot of confidence in the made man. Collar elbow time kicks us off here. There's the power of Luis Casanova.
Definitely going to have to find a different approach here if you're Gino because he pulled his hair, is what Ripper's saying. He would know.
Wise Guys looking for a big win here. They went 1 for 3 at United We Stand, so need a turnaround here.
And again, kind of one of these things, War Wrestling's got so many different matches and styles of matches, especially on this card. You start out with kind of a power on power, but this is really two different kinds of power. Gino's got to be the smarter guy to try to do things like this, slow this match down, and not get into, well, some kind of precarious position.
We'll see how much of the game plan Ripper Blackheart put together here. Luis Casanova coming off a torn quadricep muscle. That's going to have to play into it, see how that leg is underneath it. Pretty strong right there. There's nothing doing on the shoulder tackle.
Check out the look on Gino's face. Why didn't that work?
Another try and another hitting a brick wall.
I wouldn't recommend it. Casanova, you feel like at any point could just send him pretty much anywhere he wants. Oh no, he's not gonna bait him into it.
Gino says, whichever side you want, go ahead and take your shot. Here goes Casanova. Oh, nice go behind by Gino.
That's what I was talking about earlier. You can't go move for move, power for power. You got to figure out something, try to outsmart the guy, make some kind of mistake that costs him.
Casanova backs him into the corner, and a few violent shots. That shot echoing through the Empowered Sports Center.
You know, Gino's instinct kind of to back himself into the other corner. I think I would have maybe hit the window, just gotten the heck out of there.
Right now he's eating a fury of right hands. Ripper's throwing a foot to the floor.
That's because he can't count to 10. He got the 9, and he kind of was like a children's book of what comes next.
Shoots him into the corner, Casanova. Back body drop.
Well scouted by Casanova. It's got Gino reeling, and oh man.
Picks him up, with a slam. Casanova now. Gonna hit the far side. A little bit of a flex. Big elbow.
Gave him the extra power, but only a 1 count.
Massive arm coming across the chest of Gino DiCapo.
Like the old days when you used to have to pump your shoes up to get that extra. I think is what he was trying there.
I mean, if I look like that, I'd be pumping as much as I could.
I look like that, I'd be spending a lot of time in the gym.
Right, off the ropes goes Casanova! Diving lariat caught Gino unprepared. And Gino's gonna take a timeout here.
Well, he's gonna attempt to. He better get a lot further out of dodge. Just the sliding and enough, what'd you say, 265, 270, coming straight down on that big clothesline.
Vicious angle of that clothesline too. Nicely done though by DiCapo. Bringing the arm out across that top cable.
Again, the guy that trained him taught him some tricks, and it's nothing fancy, just a straight right hand.
And an elbow right to the back of the neck.
And it's two different kinds of power, too, because Gino with more of that brawler background, I mean, the streets and, you know, everything that he's got going on, some of which he told me not to mention because some people and some things, but different. You cut off that power, just a straight right hand, it's effective. Yeah, there's a lot of Gino's background that's redacted.
Well, that's why he wears those gloves. Don't leave any evidence behind. That's what he told me in the back. I don't know, I'm not taking legal advice from Gino to Capo, but...
Yeah, you start getting from him and Ripper, you got all kinds of other problems. There's a reason why Ripper won't use Twitter. Says that's how the government gets you.
Ripper and his conspiracies as Gino rakes the eyes of Casanova across that top rope.
Two smart moves. That straight right hand to cut Casanova off and then kind of limit his opportunity to even see you. Can't use your power if you can't see what's in front of you.
And then he goes right back to the arm, using the environment to his advantage. Kind of draping that arm across the top rope and bending it. All sorts of bad ways here.
Joe Kopez, the referee, by the way, just had a birthday a couple of days ago. Happy birthday to him. Gino with a big splash and a modified version of a bulldog. Goes for the cover.
One count.
Joe Kopez told me earlier on, he said, "You know how old I am?" I said, "No, Joe, I'll play." He said, "I actually refereed the Last Supper." Said it was the first food fight.
Very good, very good.
I just laughed and walked away. He said, "You know, I get that a lot."
Joe Kopez, our senior official here at War Wrestling. He's the man in charge.
As much as you can be with these two behemoths.
Well, and Ripper on the floor still, who's been oddly quiet in this matchup so far.
Thankfully, we have plexiglass between us and him. Gino now trying to continue. It's a brilliant strategy. He continues to work on the arm that he started on in the corner, but he just break it off. Guy can't hit you with a broken arm.
That's going to take away some of Luis Casanova's offense. How about that Russian leg sweep with the hammer lock?
That might be enough.
Cover, lateral press forward in the face, got a 2 count.
Gotta hook the leg, Johnny.
Oh, that did not hook the leg. This time a little more leverage on the shoulders, though.
I've always been a fan when referees have to argue with the wrestler about a 2 count. You think they're just randomly going to be like, "No, you're right, that was a 3, okay."
Match is over, I guess.
That's a good point.
Jawbreaker by Casanova.
First
shot to the face now.
big offense that he's mounted in probably about 5 minutes.
Now going to exchange blows with the street brawler, Gino de Capo. But he's cornered again by Casanova.
This might be the one time I would give Gino the advantage.
Sends Gino corner to corner. Casanova charges in. What impact in the corner?
Pretty sure they're going to have to move the ring back 3 feet.
Took all the air out of Gino that time.
And again, his natural instinct is go to a different corner. Unfortunately for him, well, he wins this opportunity, but...
The separation gives himself enough time to lift back elbow. This though, up and down. Uranagi cover. Looks like 1, 2. Just a 2 count.
I'd say Gino's got to feel like he hit rock bottom at this point.
Down behind Casanova. Trying to get his wits back in that arm. Trying to hype himself up here as that left arm is doing.
I think you're going to find out real quick here with these couple of moves he's got in mind.
Big back to, oh, and Ripper Blackheart gets involved. Hook the ankle of Luis Casanova there.
Casanova's got to pay attention to the guy in the ring, though.
So you know, imagine him kick to the gut. Could be kiss of death. Kiss of death, the double arm DDT. Cover 2. Got him.
Wow. And again, there you go. We made a lot of it with the 2-on-1. There's a reason why those guys hit the pay window pretty often.
Blackheart starts the night off with a big win for the Wise Guys as Gino de Capo gets back in the win column against the debuting Luis Casanova. Michael, we go from that big
You know, they've had an interesting run, too, since they've joined Matthew Taylor and his Revolution, but you never know. I mean, if you think River Blackheart is unpredictable in match 1, having Jexy Black out there for this match might even be more so.
Well, here's the interesting part. The Revolution won 0 matches at United We Stand. Matthew Taylor's so upset, he told Warhouse, he told Warhouse, stay home tonight.
And I love Ari Alexander with kind of the emotion that she puts into everything. I mean, you've got to be pretty confident in what you're doing because you ran right by your opponents.
There is no fear in AA Ari Alexander, one of the most upbeat individuals, and a huge test tonight. Not only for Ari Alexander trying to make herself move up the rankings of the World Wrestling Women's Division, but it's a huge test for Skylar. Skylar Orion and Damian Chambers, the only 2 Revolution members outside of Matthew Taylor that are in competition tonight.
And you know, this is a rivalry that actually dates back months and spans different promotions. You get the rivalry started over the summer in OVW. These 2 young ladies know each other very, very well. And while that can be a blessing at times, it's also a little bit of a curse from an offensive perspective because now you have to come up with something that they don't know is coming.
Michael, you talked about it, there's a wild card. Jexy Black's at ringside. Those OVW matches, no Jexy Black at ringside. And Jexy Black has never been afraid to get herself physically involved in matches.
Again, it's kind of the River Blackheart theory, and she's spent some time with River Blackheart over the years and kind of explained, you know, I don't really care what we have to do as long as we walk out winners. And that's a dangerous, dangerous thing.
Especially with Matthew Taylor guiding them. They have been given strict instruction tonight. As we said, no victories at United We Stand for the Revolution. Matthew Taylor needs these wins tonight.
He's going to need a big one in the main event as well, as he has taken on some of the heavy hitters in War Wrestling, and I absolutely love that main event with that dynamic of one of the oldest rivalries in Ohio in Matthew Taylor and Aaron Williams.
There's so many elements in that main event. Right now, Ryan, well, he's going to take a minute to celebrate, and Ari Alexander takes advantage. There's that experience you talked about.
And then just make a mistake, and with 2 who know each other as well. Well, this is an interesting way to get from here to there.
Skylar Mazzard. Oh, nice counter. Oh, lifting knee. Right in the side of the face.
And there you go. One didn't work out one way, the other makes it work, and just punishing kicks to the face.
Nice single drop kick by Ari Alexander. Every time we see Ari Alexander in the ring, she just gets better and better.
Also, my wife would be a big fan. She loves sunflowers.
There you go. Nice shot in the corner by Ari.
I don't know, that wasn't so much of the kind of the back elbow to the temple, but what the thought is here. Oh
my! Interesting offense, but Skylar got out of the way. And the back of Ari's heading the mat very, very hard that time.
And you know, it's obviously, there you go.
Jackson.
We talk about the outside being the hardest part, but when you get to those corners, with the way everything comes together, the back of your head hitting underneath the turnbuckle, that's probably one of the other worst places you can have that happen.
Skylar pulling on the hair.
Let's go, ref. Oh, what a great roll-up.
A 2 count. Skylar with a knee.
It's got enough of it, kind of spread it between the collarbone and the bottom of the jaw.
Enough to stun Ari Alexander. He's now stuck in the corner. Repeated kicks from Skylar Orion.
And again, look who's sitting just outside of that corner.
Jexy, when she's in that corner, is not only looking, she is talking trash. She is in the mind of the opponent. A huge advantage at ringside. Forearm shot to the face.
Just a stiff blow. And a quick do-si-do.
Here's an atomic drop.
That's what she was looking for earlier when she settled for the knee to the face.
Irish Whip, she used the hair as well for extra momentum. Comes out of the corner and a backbreaker.
It's able to work the same spots, a couple of reversals into the corner, the lower back, across the middle turnbuckle, and just a smart series of moves.
Skylar is keeping Ari Alexander grounded, and here comes Jexy Black again. Referee's at his back turn, and Jexy getting it involved again, and then blows a kiss for good measure.
You know, she almost suffocated her. I anticipated she was maybe going to go book to the crown of the head, but it's a little bit of a change there.
Ari had to put the brakes on, but Skylar throws the forearm. Here's a counter now. That's the clothesline. Rolling forearm.
Ooh.
Oh, what a knee!
Good night.
That one stunned her.
I think this is a little bit too much, well, wasting time, but it's the version of, I call it the 419.
That works.
Tiger feint kick, whatever you want. She's not from here, so I don't know what her area code is.
Whatever it was, call it effective. Skylar's still in control. A lot of her offense has been targeted on the head and the neck of Ari Alexander, too.
But a lot of time between moves, though.
So charge again, eat a second elbow. Ari, counter, stay down. She'll climb to the middle turnbuckle. Blocks the left, but eats the right. Ari from the top. Big cross body. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Just 2. Stuck the right shoulder out the last second.
And it was for a little bit where every time that Skylar would get hit with a move, it seemed like it was just kind of ticking her off, but
What a German suplex.
almost dropped her right on the back of the head and the neck, kind of reversing the other way.
Ari knows how much trouble she had Skylar in, but Skylar escapes. Back to the shoulders now. TKOs her down.
Didn't follow up right away, though.
How to make that cover. Referee in position 1, 2. That's the 2 count.
The look on her face again. Ref, that was a 3. Come on.
She got to get away over the shoulders, though. Leaving the shoulders wide open. Let's go behind. Takes her down, right across the chest. Gonna roll her backwards. Oh, what a move that was!
It's like
Head scissors her down to the canvas.
just enough for the torque on it, too, to slam the entire face to the canvas.
All right, for a submission now. She's got the left arm trap going to the right arm. And Ari going for the rope.
Great ring awareness for her to be able to get, not only keep her right arm free, but get herself to the ropes.
Especially if you're getting dropped on her head like that. To know where she's at. Swung high on the kick. Ari. Got her the modified DDT. 1, 2. Got her.
I was going to say, what do you get if you cross a flatliner and a DDT? The answer is a victory.
Throw it up for the double-A, Ari Alexander. And the Revolution's losing streak continues, Michael.
This will probably not go unheated in the back.
No pressure on the Revolution, but next up will be Damian Chambers a little bit later tonight against the veteran Apollo Star. A huge test for the Revolution.
I think outside of Cody Hawk, you'd say the veteran in Apollo Star here in War Wrestling.
The veteran, one of the most established men here at War Wrestling. And look at the look on Jackson Black's face. She's proud of her woman. Professional Brandon Fields, 1/3 of the old school posse, and he didn't come alone. The veteran Jack Vaughn at ringside. It was the end of United We Stand last month. Mojo McQueen standing tall, violently assaulted by these two gentlemen, along with Cody Hogg, the newly formed old school posse.
I think you're using gentlemen a little too loosely.
They told me to call them gentlemen or they would beat me up.
Well, that's fair. receive the Tag Team Championships. His partner, Beastman, most notably by his absence, is, well, I gotta be honest with you, I don't really ask where Beastman is because half the time, I don't know that I actually want the answer.
Last time I tried to talk to Beastman, he licked me. So I'm avoiding Beastman now. But Mysterious Movado, he's in the ring. What happened to Tag Team Champions? We will be at a numbers disadvantage. Wait a minute. The veteran, Jack Vaughn, going back to the locker room.
See, that's what I was wondering. A guy who's been around as long as he is, he's got a huge match coming up later on. Why he would even be out here, walking him out, a little bit of a different thing. But, I mean, if Fields is the professional that he claims to be, he doesn't need him anyways.
Little mind games. Leaving that thought in the back of Movado said, hey, Jack Vaughn's here.
And I do not believe that Cody Hawk is actually here tonight. I haven't seen him yet.
That doesn't mean anything around here. You know that as well as I do.
Especially Cody Hawk.
A lot of places to hide in this building.
Movado, by the way, might look familiar. He's been all over the interwebs and the TV recently. And I love it. I love that people are finally getting a notice about how great this man is. He does so many things in the ring well. He's been a part of so many successful tag teams, both here and in his home planet and in Michigan and everywhere. But, I mean, come on. He's now got to make sure the official doesn't have anything.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a new referee, so making sure he's good. Helping us all out. I mean, you talk about Movado getting more opportunity, expanding his horizon, and just boosting his confidence, makes him even more dangerous. Here we go. What happened? The Tag Team Champions takes on 1/3 of the Old School Posse.
There are very few guys in War Wrestling, I think, that can entertain you while they're punching you in the mouth.
And Movado just gets inside of his opponent's head. This is a very different mixed match style. You got the very fun-loving Movado against the very no-nonsense professional Brandon Fields.
And it's also a Movado who's in the best shape. I don't know how his aliens age in terms of years, but I mean, you know, once upon a time, he was a much bigger guy as a part of a bigger tag team, and he is really slimmed down, and it makes him so much more dangerous because he can now hit you with more moves from anywhere at any time.
Rick said he's entering phase 5, so this must be what phase 5 looks like, and that kick was low.
Sounds like a series of movies,
I guess.
I would imagine.
Nonetheless, Brandon Fields doesn't care what phase Movado is in. Big uppercut.
Also apparently makes him lighter to take off his feet. But I love watching Movado go to work, kind of a guy that you have to really be, to steal a pun, a professional, because he's going to bring you so many different styles. You don't know how he's going to come at you, and as he tells the story, the humans love him. He feeds off that crowd, and I mean, Fields, you better have your lunchbox because you're in for a day at the office.
Roll up, 1 count or 2 count early. Movado is quick to the attack. You don't have to keep the pace up because Brandon Fields loves a slower, methodical matchup. So if Movado can push the pace, oh my!
Slapjacks.
A lot of chops in the corner.
I can see the red already.
Brandon Fields in trouble early. Movado charges. Basement drop kick.
Not only that, the brilliance that he put one foot in the face and the other kind of much lower.
Oh, nice counter though by the professional. Had that handstand count. They've been well scouted. Got the knees up and a big clubbing forearm.
He's going to put handprints all over my chest. I'm just going to go ahead and club the guy.
Fields. Big uppercut. And Movado trapped against the middle row.
You know, as high as he got on that jump, he almost actually put the point of the elbow near the temple.
Movado clutching the entire side of his face. He ate a lot of that. But able to kick out.
You'll never be able to tell, though, because of the mask.
And now Fields grabs him by the mask. Another vicious shot. These are getting more and more aggressive with every strike.
And you can see Movado tried to stay on his feet, but he just sort of timbered on his way down.
Movado never staying down, trying to get back to his feet. Shot in the midsection. Another shot, open hand jump, and Fields. Another vicious forearm.
Votto's been down on the mat last handful of minutes, and Fields has just kind of been stalking him offensively, trying to build one thing at a time, and he's going in a lot of smart ways, trying to draw the air out and then, well, pretty much just knock Votto out.
And he knows every time Fields goes for a strike, using his entire forearm in his elbow, not the fist. Use as much of his arm as he can, deliver as much damage as he can, lateral press, 2 count.
Also the fact that unlike a lot of guys where they wear a lot of sleeves, and you see the one on the left elbow, that's the right point of your elbow, it's pretty much straight on a guy. There's no padding there to stop the bones in your face. It's just can't feel good.
Fields charges, drives a knee. Interesting change of attack there. He's been attacking the head, and just when Votto thinks another shot's coming, he goes to the midsection.
Kind of similar to where he was standing on Votto a couple of minutes ago. If you're able to draw the breath out, it takes a lot of Votto's offense away, obviously.
Fields charges in, took too much time that time. Votto back to the chops, and then this time to the face. Those are open hand shots to the face. He takes him over. Big sweep cover. Just a 1 count.
It's pretty much what Tommy Lee on his face and chest.
And then the atomic drop.
Uh-oh.
Votto powering up here. Spinning atomic drop that time.
Thought he might be going spine buster, but that's just as effective.
Spinning kick to the midsection. Lifting knee. And a bite right to the midsection that time. Arm drag takeover, and notice he keeps hold of the arm. Nice submission move here.
I'm kind of shocked he didn't stay with it that way, but a beautiful kind of a follow-up anyways.
Hammer lock. And wait a minute. Here comes the veteran. Jack Vaughn distracting the referee. I think Fields was tapping out.
Pretty sure he was, but
It's hard to see in that submission. I think Brandon Fields was tapping out. Votto got caught. This could be a rainmaker. Good night. Cover 2, 3.
that's a shame. That's a shame the way that match was going, but that's how it ends.
Numbers game plays the difference.
There you hear the fans. They're plainly pointing out what James was saying. He did, in fact, tap out. You see on the replay, that was a good shot of it. Just doesn't matter if the official's not paying attention.
Fortunately, the record books go down a victory for the old school posse. Could this be a sign of things to come in our main event when Jack Vaughn challenges for the World Wrestling Championship?
Well, I think Jack Vaughn's going to probably have to pay for that one in the hands of Votto at some point. Well, I think the first part of that was that they explained she's from Lexington, Kentucky.
What was that? I mean, Kayla Cassidy has a lot of confidence. And a huge test tonight, though, with the veteran Zoe Scott.
Yeah, and Sky, you would think with the home field advantage and that she's been here for quite a while. It has kind of been sporadically through the program, but, you know, I like the confidence of this young lady. She doesn't seem to really care or be bothered by pretty much anything that anybody has to say.
We saw a little bit of Kayla Cassidy back in December. Unsuccessful in an attempt for World Wrestling with the championship. But trying to get back into the rankings here at the champion Harley Fairfax, who again sent home tonight by Matthew Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor trying to kind of keep his house in order with all the problems that they've had recently, but I would say that more of it is probably him just trying to concentrate on taking back what he believes is his.
Huge ovation. The crowd is very pumped up to see the return of Zoe Scott.
Yeah, I think it's because they know what she can do. She's been in a lot of four-way matches over the years when she's been here and has really been able to show herself. But all across the state of Ohio, it doesn't matter what promotion it is. You know when she shows up, she's going to be ready to fight. And there's going to be one or two things during each one of her matches where you just kind of watch and are in awe of, did she really pull that off?
Champion in multiple promotions, would love to get back into the title hunt here. And oh my goodness! Kayla Cassidy with a pump kick before the bell even sounded. Cover 1, 2. Almost stole one right there.
I think that would have been the quickest match in War Wrestling history.
Upset it would have been too. And Cassidy, knowing the importance of this matchup, she is in control. Just put some respect on my name. Oh, disrespect to Zoe Sky.
It's quick how she went from one to the other.
We talked about in the last match. Now Kayla opening up those elbows, exposing the bone. We've already seen some vicious forearm in the opening minutes of this matchup.
And you know, you look at the other side with Zoe Sky and talking about how long that she's been around. She's done this for almost a decade and a half. And I've been her trainers, two of the best in Ohio. She had Johnny Gargano as a trainer, and she had the great JT Lightning as a trainer. You know that she learned a lot of things, and this probably isn't going to stay this way the entire match.
Just disrespecting Zoe in the corner.
Some kind of pump move there.
A little bit of a punk move, and then now trying to punk her out, no pun intended.
Didn't even have to do wrestling moves, just keep kicking her in the face.
Cassidy has a size advantage, and you cannot count the heart of Zoe Sky. That was vicious forearm.
You can see there in this shot, I don't think it's the heart that she's worried about. It'll be the side of her face right now.
Back kick from Cassidy. She has been in control since the opening bell. Foot of the chest. Not a 2 count.
Yeah, just another sign of disrespect. A beautiful hook kick, though. She points right into the camera.
You know, I heard Kayla Cassidy's favorite wrestler is Kayla Cassidy, so she is showing that right here. She is very proud of her work. Keep getting in Joe Copez's face.
Yeah, she was getting in JL's face, too. I don't recommend that. He's not going to help you.
Using all of the referee's count is Kayla, who now just has Zoe trapped in the corner and using her foot to keep her pinned down now.
You know, I once heard a guy who wore similar colors at one point explain that he's got till 5. I think that's all she was trying to tell Joe Copez. You got to speak up, though, with Joe.
Oh, yeah. You said he repped the Last Supper, so.
That's what he said.
Cassidy turned her back, though, left the opening for Zoe Sky, and took her back down by the hair.
And that was a mistake on Zoe's part. She started to fire up now with a count and the hook of the leg and kind of a weak 2 count. But, I mean, she's got to know for as long as she's been in the game that someone who's already disrespected her multiple times will resort to throwing her down by the hair.
With every passing over, Michael, the confidence just rises in Kayla Cassidy.
Yeah, this is
been in control since the word go.
An impressive performance. She nearly came away with a pin in the first 10 seconds. Still, though, kind of not building upon what she's been doing offensively, taking a lot of guff from the fans and giving it right back to them.
Getting a lot of me time in the middle of the ring. She is center stage, left herself open for a shot from Zoe and another one.
And a straight right hand. I love the combination, though. You go with a knife edge chop and then just a straight punch to the face.
Cassidy hits the rope. Nice leg trick by Zoe Sky. This could be your first opening. Springboard drop kick in from the outside in.
I love the change of direction there that she did to use the ropes to get herself a little bit of leverage to pull through on that.
Both legs only got a 2 count, though. But Zoe's trying to fire up here. Can she mount some offense?
Problem is, she's been kicked in the face so many times, I don't know that she knows which direction is which.
Or how many, or which Kayla to hit. She might be seeing multiple.
Always hit the one in the middle.
Right now, she's just hit twice with 2 forearms. Misdirection move. Got a clothesline. Don't know how much she got of it that time, but the back kick connected. And the Enziguri follows.
The right one don't get you, the left one will.
Now Zoe creates some separation. She'll charge in. Double knees. To her face first and then the turnbuckle. And a running knee. Hooks the leg 1, 2. Just the 2 count.
Now that script is quickly flipped and it's Zoe who is building upon what she wasn't able to do earlier on of getting more than one shot at a time.
The veterans in control. We'll see if Kayla has an answer. Quick reverse with the corner. She'll charge in. Zoe escapes. Fades. Shot in the midsection. And a neck breaker across that middle rope.
It's a beautifully crafted move and takes your opponent out now.
Zoe to the middle turnbuckle. Oh, double foot stomp.
There's what I was talking about earlier on. She'll have one or two things where she'll pick up a set of moves, and you'll just wonder what kind of a violent sociopath comes up with these moves.
She sits at home and thinks about how can I hurt my opponent.
That is a brilliant combination, though, to continue not only to use the ropes, stun your opponent, and then drive yourself across them.
Oh, I was going to say she went to follow up, but in doing so, Kayla took advantage, sent her right back into the steel ring post.
Speaking of driving, it won't be easy to do with your spine in that sort of condition.
Kayla using her size advantage, but took too much time getting in the ring. Ate the knees of Zoe Sky, cover, 1, 2. Somehow Kayla kicks out.
She's probably thinking about calling a dentist right now. There's 2 knees right to the face, and Zoe again building.
Whoa, watch out, watch out. Lopez got pulled in the middle, super kick. Another bit of gory special. Into a knee.
That's got to be it.
2. That's a huge victory for Kayla Kassidy.
Just that one big move where she was able to hit at the end, a knee to the face, generally has your opponent stare at the lights for about 3 seconds.
She used the referee to her advantage, the opening creating the spot. Knee to the face, and Kayla Kassidy has defeated Zoe Sky.
And she did it on her own, which is a rarity tonight.
Shannon, trust me, she'll let you know that she did it on her own. Taking her moment in the spotlight, a huge win in the War Wrestling Women's Division for Kayla Kassidy.
And Will the Thrill will be in attendance. And all I'm gonna say is, you better get your popcorn ready.
Rick's card on him, it's Tommy Irish.
I was confused about that.
Tommy Chill was next to me last month. I didn't know if he left the commentary to do the one.
Tommy Chill is everywhere.
Forgot about this, by the way. There we go. Do not hurt Ripper Blacker. Do not hurt him, Ripper. Rick, get out of Dodge.
Someone save Slick Rick, please. We've got half a show left. If you're watching at home and you'd like to head to the refrigerator, now's a good time.
This crowd is not letting Ripper Blacker have a moment.
I gotta be honest with you, I can't even hear what he's saying.
I think he's saying you and I are the best commentators in the world.
No, he would never say that.
I'm gonna go, I mean, you know what he's saying.
I spent far too many years listening to him. Something about check out Tales from the Indies, I think is what he was doing. Cheap pop. That's one man's opinion. He's been working on that joke all week.
Is that what he's writing in the back?
Yeah. I don't think that's gonna happen. You know, the worst part about the show last weekend in Coldwater that we did here at War Wrestling for a fundraiser was he had to be on the card.
Yeah, fundraising fund with Ripper Blackheart.
We could have made so much more money.
You know, I'd be afraid they would steal the money. Is he
Well,
challenging the fans?
this has historically gone well.
This could be a bad situation. We've got fans at the guardrail.
There was an older lady one time that hit a guy with a purse on his way to the ring.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Will the Thrill coming out now. Lima zone.
He better have about 4 more of him with him.
Yeah, when Gino DiCaprio is the smallest man in the ring, you know you're dealing with some monsters. But the man with a plan, Will the Thrill, he's gonna have a good plan in mind. He's got a microphone in his hand. And no fear, Will the Thrill, he's getting back in the ring.
Yeah, I don't know that this is very wise on his part.
Turned his back to the wise guys.
Tommy Irish has no chill tonight.
We go to home, folks.
Has a nice ring to it.
Ripper does not look impressed.
I am Bill McClan, and I stand up against any challenge in front of my face, and I am scared of absolutely nothing at all. I face former war champions, anyone you can name, I've been in the ring with.
Dean Malenko? Dean Malenko? Did he wrestle Dean Malenko?
No fear, Will the Thrill.
Wow. I know my answer.
Oh, wait, here, the numbers game. You knew this was coming. Will the Thrill now getting attacked by all 4 members of the Wise Guys.
Yeah, I wasn't very good at algebra, but I kind of saw that one coming.
I don't know what his plan was, but this is not going according to his plan. Wait a minute! Wait a minute! There's no Shane. I need a steel chair with him.
There is one thing Jimmy Shane is the master of, and that's chasing rats.
They chased off 4 of the biggest with a steel chair.
You know, I gotta be honest, I haven't seen Jimmy in a while, and I'm not used to the long hair yet.
He's loving that hair. Look at this weird pairing in the ring here, Michael.
You know, once upon a time, Will the Thrill almost drove Jimmy Shane out of War Wrestling. There you go.
Right now, you just showed me something that I'm waiting to see out of you for years, Will. You showed me that you are from Lima. With all these people here tonight, you are. Now let's see the wise guys do the stupidest thing they ever did. And how about the 2 of you keep the ring with me, Will, right here, right now.
I bet it won't be just 2 of them.
Ripper having a team huddle like a softball team on the outside.
You ever seen Ripper swing a softball bat?
I'm pretty sure his form
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Again, though, I would just like to point out, though, it's still 4 on 2. As you would think, even with the experience of Jimmy Shane on the other side, as the leader of this kind of ragtag tag team we've got right now with he and Will the Thrill, but there's quite a bit of beef on the other side of that ring.
You see the size of James B. That's 5 on 2 at least.
I'm not trying to get in the same hallway as those guys.
We wouldn't fit.
I saw them coming to the buffet table earlier. I just walked away. Came back, there was nothing else there.
Here we go. I guess we got an impromptu tag match. It'll be the larger two members of the Wise Guys, James B. and Tommy Irish, against the unorthodox tag team of Will the Thrill and No Shame Jimmy Shane. I can't believe I just said that.
Yeah, it still sounds weird to me.
And the veteran of the team, Jimmy Shane, will start with Tommy Irish. Gino DiCaprio and River Black are still at ringside.
You know, it's interesting because Will said that he's been in the ring with pretty much everybody. I think that more than applies to Jimmy Shane because the list of guys is he's now been here for quite a while. People don't realize how long tenured he is here in War Wrestling, but I mean, he's had his run-ins with pretty much everybody. The matches in the blood with Matt Taylor over the War Wrestling title. He's fought Matt Taylor in OCW. They've traded that belt. He's been around and, you know, trained by a guy like Sherman Tank. He taught him quite a few things, and it's rubbed off, and you can see Jimmy in his maturation. Now, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but one of the smarter guys in the ring, not just dancing, trying to get around guys, but like you see here, the penalty kick right to the face.
And he's also had the past couple of months a long-standing rivalry with Lord Crew, which culminated in a coal miner's glove match, but on a more aggressive side of Jimmy Shane.
And 2 straight penalty kicks. Ted Lasso would be proud of those.
Last time we saw Jimmy Shane was at United We Stand Spin the Wheel Challenge. The most unlucky draw I have ever seen, Michael. He teamed up with not only Matthew Taylor, but also Crosshairs Kelly in a losing effort. And you know Jimmy Shane looking to get back into the win column.
And again, just think about that. I was talking about him and Matt Taylor. Whether he's Matt or Matthew, whether he's a Dark Star or he's the chosen one, right now, I mean, your guiding light is got to be out of his mind in the back. You talked about a losing streak for his boys, but, you know, to Jimmy Shane, who he picked apart at different venues in War Wrestling, have success and then have to rely on him. I mean, look how Jimmy's taking it now.
Jimmy's in total control, cover, stacks him up, got a 2 count. And notice before that last kick, Jimmy Shane took a quick look at River Blackheart to make sure he knew where the Wise Guys were.
Yeah, those guys.
Continues to look back at the Wise Guys. Backsplash in the corner. And Will the Thrill tags in.
That's the unorthodox part of this team.
How about this? Jimmy Shane on all 4 off the back. A little poetry in motion.
That's, if you had that on your War Wrestling bingo card,
I think you won.
God bless you. Look at Will, though, with that speedy offense, much different than that methodical offense that Jimmy brings with a little bit of power and flair. Will's just going to continue to come at you. They'll hit you with 7 moves, and you'll be wondering what the heck just happened.
Well, right now, Will is wondering what the heck happened. He got raked in the eyes by Tommy Irish. Nice counter, though. Head scissors takeover.
That is not how I thought that was going to go when he went up into the corner.
Speed evaded James B from the outside. The difference maker, the numbers game for the Wise Guys.
You know, the Wise Guys, I think, there we go, desperately need a tag here.
Experience edge will go to the Wise Guys. They've teamed up for a long time here in War Wrestling. One of the master strategists, remember Blackheart in the corner. And notice that first shoulder tackle, James B used his head, just rammed his head into the sternum.
Well, if you had a 16-pound bowling ball for a head, you could pretty much do whatever you want to.
Spine busters him down, could be Boston Crab. There is at least a 200-pound weight advantage here for James B. And Gino Ripper right in the face of Will.
Yeah,
and
just
Gino's pulling the rope back.
Screaming at him, and this, we talked about the numbers advantage in the 4-on-2. Gino, who's already wrestled tonight, and he won, by the way, to kick off this show. Pay window doesn't ask about that, unfortunately.
Drops the elbow.
I've heard that many, many times.
Tommy Irish, big elbow again. Tommy Irish is deceptively athletic, one of the best frog splashes in War Wrestling. He has no fear of going to the top rope and bring a different element to the Wise Guys.
Yeah, you get big guys who can move like that. We saw that earlier on with a couple of guys, including, obviously, the man that Gino beat.
Sidewalk slam. And James B with the splash to follow. 1, 2, and Jimmy Shane has to break it up.
Yeah, he almost needed a squeegee to break that up.
Now, James B in control. Could be a vertical suplex, gonna hang him up there. And just drop him down.
Did you see Will's heel scrape the ceiling?
Might have, and notice, right in the face of Jimmy Shane, playing with Jimmy Shane's emotion, the Wise Guys take advantage again. Short jabs in the midsection.
You know, it's a move that Jimmy knows so well, too. You go back and you look, whether it was as a party crasher or teaming with Joey B, now that's a move that obviously he's pulled out over the years. Just kind of his own emotions got the better of him, and unfortunately his partner.
What elevation by Tommy Irish on the leg drop.
Must be all that crowd surfing he used to do back in the day.
Not a 2 count, and Will of the Thrill. Almost on instinct that time, kicked out.
I think almost he spasmed and kicked out. He just didn't even know it was coming.
He has no idea where he's at. He's trapped in the Wise Guys corner. They've done a great job cutting the ring off.
Yeah, he thinks he's somewhere on cable. He's very well versed. If you're from here, you know what that means. He is, by the way.
He is a hometown boy.
And Will has been beaten senseless by about 600 pounds for the last 8 minutes.
Kick though, trying to fire to that corner. James B charges again. He's another bicycle kick.
Now he's got to get out of the ring.
Will to the top turnbuckle. Seated senton.
Hit him with a whoopee cushion.
This could be the opening Will needs. This is the wrong part of town, Michael.
Actually, we're in Lima. It was the beanbag. The wrong part of town. It's right outside, nowhere near Cable Road.
Can Will make the tag? The Wise Guys make it. Here comes Jimmy Shane. Dustin Father, here's those rapid fire jabs for Jimmy Shane. Flip, flop, and fly.
Oh.
Ripper is having the connection on the floor as Jimmy Shane takes control.
He lost his hat.
How about that move? Jimmy Shane, misdirection.
He thinks he's a cruiserweight.
Tommy Irish charges in, double knees to the face. From the middle rope, Jimmy Shane. Double axe handle, got it.
I believe that's been effective since the 80s.
At least.
You know, Jimmy Shane, once upon a time, played high school football. He's been a terrific athlete, and he's really come across over the years with his wrestling skills.
This man drops him down. Cover hooks the inside leg. 1, 2. Tommy Irish turns the right shoulder.
Instinct again.
Jimmy didn't have any way to cross those shoulders that time. Left enough of an opening for Tommy Irish. He makes the tag to Will the Thrill.
And that's the first time they've actually made a legit tag, not where Will got himself in earlier with Jimmy's back turn.
Notice Will the Thrill going for that left leg, trying to chop the big man down. Rapid fire kicks. And it hits a Curry right to the face. Tommy Irish is stunned.
They're asking me to buy raffle tickets. I'm trying to call a match.
Well, we can win. There's the Sling Dog. He calls it the Sling Dog. Sling Blade Bulldog. 1, 2. Did he get it? No. Somehow, Tommy Irish kicked out.
And again, Will, you know, you look at it, obviously the smallest guy in this match, but there's going to be a lot behind this.
Super kick. That one rocked him. Slice bread out of the corner. Oh, what a counter. Could be the power slam. That's what it is. Power slam. 1, 2. Wise Guys get the win.
Wow. I don't think that's the end of this, though. The Wise Guys don't care if they've won. They do not like Jimmy Shane. And of course, head for the hills, all 4 of them.
What a counter. What a victory. You know, on the outside, James B picked his spot. Pulled Jimmy Shane off the apron. The numbers game plays the difference as the Wise Guys go to the pay window again.
Ripper's making a lot of money tonight. I'm calling big money Ripper Blackheart right now.
You know what? I bet we won't see a dime.
Mrs. Blackheart probably won't see any of it either while she's out mowing the lawn. Or not.
Damian Chambers, the only other man not named Matthew Taylor in competition tonight, and he just sent Jexie Black to the locker room.
Yeah, and I don't think that she was too thrilled about it. She just kind of curtsied and walked out.
Damian Chambers trying to impress his guiding light in a big test in front of him, the War Hall of Famer.
That little girl in front, though, is not impressed. Look, Apollo Star's been here for a while. Q is for quality and longevity. He doesn't spell it correctly. Puts a Q in the front of it. That's what he does with everything. But you hear KRS-One, and you pretty much know one of two things. Either one dude is coming to punch you in the face, or historically two dudes, as the Soul Shooters, the former War Wrestling Tag Team Champions, are coming. Drew's not with Apollo anymore, and I kind of opine that makes Apollo even more dangerous, because now he knows he can go 100%. He can hit you with anything. He's been a War Wrestling Champion, and that's probably the one guy that I would not want to ever fight.
Made his return at United We Stand in the Spin Wheel Challenge, and even defeated Cody Hawk in a tag team matchup. So the veteran showed he has a lot of tricks still up his sleeve.
Yeah, and that's a rivalry and a friendship and a rivalry and a friendship that goes back forever. I mean, those guys have been a part of the same side. They've been on opposite sides. Cody Hawk tried to end the Soul Shooters at one point it was at a kennel. It was at the Allen County Dog Warden. We had a show out there one time back in the day. Those guys went at it. It started raining. They didn't care. They're still up there throwing fists. Why? Because that's how Q is.
Now he goes from wrestling the veteran to wrestling newcomer, Damian Chambers. Last time we saw Damian Chambers, United We Stand, defeated by Will the Thrill. But it was the post-match beatdown that really sent a message of aggression from Damian Chambers.
Yeah, very well put together, young man, and you can just kind of see with I call it a utility belt, with what he's got going on there. An impressive stature, and he doesn't care about you at all. He's out there to punish you, to hurt you, and like you said, to impress Matthew Taylor.
Chambers takes the early advantage on the veteran, on the Hall of Famer, Apollo.
But what's crazy about Apollo is he'll dance. Kind of similar to I talked about Movado earlier on, where he's got that little bit of silliness, but also that professionalism, and he quickly goes for a cover, but it's with his martial arts background that he's the most dangerous.
How about Chambers, though, grappling with the Hall of Famer? Nice leg trip, right for the leg, trying to ground Apollo.
Apollo said, you know, it just means I've been around for a while.
Damian Chambers in control. One of the fastest rising stars here in War Wrestling.
And if ever there was a chance to put a mark in an impressive win column, it's tonight with Apollo.
And a huge momentum boost it would be for the Revolution, leading into our main event championship match still to come.
So you say you want a Revolution? Apollo, by the way, every time I see him, has more letters in his name.
And maybe that's by design.
More L's every time I see him, and then more S's and more R's. But it doesn't matter. I think he puts one of those every time that he takes somebody down and picks up a big win. Because if that were true, he'd have about 100 letters in his name.
This would be a huge win tonight. We're going to re-solidify Apollo Star here in the rankings of War Wrestling. Test of strength. He's got control of Chambers. Chambers shifts his weight.
They try to bend Apollo like one of the pretzels they have here at the concession stand. That's why you don't see half the crowd. They're trying to get those pretzels.
Apollo fighting back. Chambers bridging backwards.
I don't think you're supposed to bend like that.
Nice escape, though, by Chambers. The leg trip. Rolling the veteran back. And there's our first strike, and a forearm right to the side of the head.
Yeah, he got enough of it. We talked about elbow to the temple, pretty much where he went. With Apollo, you almost have to just brutalize him at times. He'll give it right back to you, but if you can incapacitate him to where he can't hook the gas chamber, where he can't hook half of those moves, maybe on the arm, well, a punch him in the face is pretty effective too.
Right now, Apollo this matchup pretty grounded, going to test the skills of Damian Chambers. But the second Chambers gets an opening, you notice he's going to try to quicken the pace here.
And look at him, he's got his hands up, waiting. He knows where Apollo wants to go, up and over.
Oh, nice.
He's riding a bicycle.
Nice show of athleticism. Nice escape, and into him. He's got the pressure on. Damian Chambers' legs are got both of his ankles trapped.
Well, that's
Muscles in trouble there.
what I was talking about. Apollo, yeah, there you go, hooks in a submission.
Nice double underhook.
And he loves to go suplex.
That's what it is. Overhead throw. Sending Chambers across the ring.
That's one of those, if you were to put a Mount Rushmore of moves for Apollo, that would be one, and he usually sets it up with something pretty big, but the big was the knee to the back of the head by Chambers.
Enough separation of Chambers that time. He dives in. That's the clothesline, though. Apollo is ready for it. Nice hard back takeover.
Look at Apollo. Spry right now.
He's hanging with him. And an atomic drop. That'll slow down Damian Chambers. Nice shot. Big stop to the back. Apollo taking a moment here. A little bit of blind gaze with the elbow.
Yeah, little known fact, that elbow is not as effective if you don't dance before you do it.
It makes sense. Science. Apollo charged in. Dropped down by Chambers now. Quickening the pace. Chambers leapfrog. Second leapfrog. Big standing drop kick caught Apollo.
Chambers does a nice job of catching Apollo off guard.
Blocks the shot, does Chambers. Overhand chop across the chest. And now Chambers using his environment to the top room. Big arm drag takeover, and Apollo takes a reset.
There's your veteran move.
Watch out though! Chambers through the middle rope. Tope Suicida takes down Apollo.
And Apollo crossed the middle of the back, maybe just underneath the shoulder blades, hit hard on that railing, and that's not a thing that gives.
Not forgiving railings here at War Wrestling.
I'll tell you what, first time I've seen Damian Chambers in person, I'm really impressed with how he follows up, because a lot of guys will let a guy like Apollo, after you've dusted them to the outside, kind of regroup at his own pace. Apollo does that so well, but Chambers changed that gear and went right after him.
It's got to be part of that Matthew Taylor teaching as well. He's got the Revolution brainwashed, maybe? Trained well, if you want to put it in the correct term.
Train washed?
Train washed. That can work.
Don't let Matthew Taylor hear you say that.
Rapid fire shots from Apollo in the corner as he takes back control, shoots it corner to corner, and he eats a boot.
The force of Apollo with the speed made that boot even worse.
Turnbuckle, a shotgun drop kick. Gonna follow up, and he does. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Apollo kicks out.
Too much time in between. Apollo too smart to go out like that.
There's Apollo kind of rolling himself to his stomach, keeping himself off his back, cannot be pinned that way. It's a veteran instinct from the Hall of Famer.
He's also trying the trick my 8-month-old daughter does. Get to her knees, use her hands, try to push herself back up.
Fighting from his knees is Apollo. Couple of backhand blows. Jab to the midsection. Rapid fire shot with a spinning back fist. Chambers had it scouted. Oh, nice suplex. Had the leg trapped, the neck trapped.
Also, he took himself an extra second, Chambers did, to make sure that he had Apollo hooked correctly, and that he wasn't going to waste that move of maybe only getting a little bit of it.
Great mindset, great wrestling accoutrement, if you will, from Damian Chambers.
He's able to fight back at Apollo fighting out of Indianapolis, and he said, Naptown, you don't want to get into a street fight in Naptown.
Over by Apollo, creates some separation. Chambers, a little discombobulated, he got sent to the room. Apollo going to follow him in. Oh, he has power from Apollo. Oh, Chambers trying to fight out of it, though.
I think he blocked it. I think Apollo was going to go for an exploder.
He was trying to, but Chambers too big, too strong. Apollo, the veteran, though, went for the pinning combination when he had it. His reversal follows him with a clothesline. Another clothesline by Apollo. Making a third. The hat trick of clotheslines takes down Damian Chambers.
He didn't try to take him down. He tried to behead him. Apollo has got quite a few matches under his belt. You know, he knows every trick. And Chambers, when he changes gear, Apollo eventually is going to come back and get you.
Swinging neck breaker. Chambers going to have to finish early. Cannot let Apollo get going. He kicks out at 2.
Chambers, I would call resilient throughout the course of this match, because there are better and lesser men that have taken this kind of beating and have either tapped out by now, like Apollo looking to hook it in so many different submissions. I think he's going to try to go back to that suplex from earlier on.
Chambers escapes, though, has him up. Apollo fights out, though. Back elbow. Shot to the side of the head this time. Nice maneuver. Takes him down the arm trap. 1, 2. Chambers again kicks out.
Added sort of a version of an STO on the trip and then the neck breaker. There's not really anywhere for you to go, because Apollo is so good with how your form is that he kind of stretches you and you take that entire bump.
Clothesline. Chambers escapes, holds on, and delivers the knee. Charges in a rising knee in the corner, quickening the pace now. The shoulders. Drops him down across his knee. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, that was close.
Somewhere there's a guy screaming about Ushigoroshi.
Call it whatever you want. That was effective. Look at Chambers right back on the attack. Pick up vertical suplex. Go Falcon Arrow, maybe reversal. Nice shot to the back of the neck that time from Apollo. Another one.
Same spot he just dropped him on a couple of minutes ago, too.
Uppercut. He's got Chambers in trouble. Going back to this suplex, a third attempt at this suplex. This time he got him. Dropped him on his head with a cover, and he got it.
Tell you what, Chambers is not obviously going to win this match, but that is a heck of a performance against a guy like Apollo Star. He comes in with a game plan, pretty much beautifully executed. He knew he was going to come back to that finish at some point. Chambers fought it off twice, but kind of the inevitability that is Apollo Star.
Gotta give Damian Chambers credit. Did it on his own tonight. But the revolution, the losing streak continues. Of Apollo Star with a huge win over a very game Damian Chambers.
Yeah, you got to believe that's going to come to a head at some point if that losing streak continues with the entire group.
It may not be done here, though.
I guess sign of respect offered by Apollo. And,
respect for both men. How about that?
you know, Matthew Taylor is in the back. He's probably not going to be happy. He's had his own issues with Apollo Star over the years, and he just watched his protege fist bump the man who beat him.
Damian Chambers showing respect to the Hall of Famer. One more match for the Revolution tonight, Michael. The most important, the championship matchup. Can Matthew Taylor turn the Revolution's fortunes around?
Hey, Bunninglins! Welcome to War Wrestling. First of all, no disrespect to your queen, but who has she ever beat? Has she ever beat 3 different women in one night to earn the title of queen? I don't think so. But guess who has? Me, Paloma Star, the queen of war. I will continue to be the queen of war and will continue to prove why I earned that title. Porque yo soy la reina. Yo soy la más mejor luchadora que ustedes han visto. No me importa dónde vengan. Traigan de donde sea. No me importa. Vénganse pues.
Calm down. You don't think we're a tag team.
That's cute.
We've put in almost 14 years together, and you don't think we're a tag team. We've been through hell and back. Not only in wrestling, but in real life. You don't think we're a tag team? So, this Saturday, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Lima, Ohio, you will have a grand welcoming party. And guess what? At the end of the night, you will be confronted with the reality that you will not be coming back to War Wrestling because you stepped in the ring with two of the most vicious people in War Wrestling. This Saturday, you find out that we are a real tag team. We'll see you then.
This is what I've been waiting for, Michael. Time for mixed tag team action.
This is fascinating on paper. Apparently there was some kind of skirmish back in the 1700s.
Right now, Sydney and Eden Von England making their debut here at War Wrestling, and a huge test with two of the veterans.
You think the people in Lima know anything about Brexit?
You know, probably not. We can take a poll later.
Wikipedia. My mom taught me a long time ago never to talk crap to anybody who's carried a weapon. Apparently these people's parents didn't teach them the same.
Large weapons, by the way.
You get somebody who gives himself a nickname, Hockey's Hitman. Yeah, I don't mess with them.
Defeating Damian Chambers and Harley Fairfax of the Revolution at the 18th anniversary show.
I'm just trying to figure out, Paloma Star was introduced as being from Juarez, Mexico.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
I mean,
3/4 of this match is from outside of the United States. So maybe everybody's a really big Cody Jones fan.
It's actually all 4 with Cody Jones, but he's residing in Chicago. See, I think the young lady knew too what I was getting at.
Has the belly been sounding? Has Joe Copez lost all control of this match already?
Can you lose control before a match starts?
It's Joe Copez.
Yes is the answer. Poor Joe.
Puma and Cody taking full advantage.
Uh-oh.
Nice high five in the middle.
High five Bulldog.
I have never seen that before, but Cody and Paloma are in control. Watch out, Von England on the floor. Here comes Cody.
Oh.
Paloma comes through the bottom. How about that?
So it's Tope Suicida when you go through the middle rope. If you go to the bottom rope, is that the murder Suicida?
You know what? Maybe. We'll ask Paloma later.
It'll be, I won't understand.
Gentlemen, start off the matchup.
She speaks fast.
Sound we are officially underway. The ladies are still on the floor, though. Paloma into the steel steps. Cody goes right over Eden. Cross shot by Sydney Von England.
Yeah, these are two individuals that a lot of, obviously, kind of extracurricular stuff happened before we get to this point, but the Von Englands, they can flat out wrestle. I mean, they're going to come here, and they're going to try to show you what the technical prowess is. They're trying to figure some things out, but, I mean, Cody in a lot worse trouble than he was a couple of minutes ago.
Very different style between the two teams, but right now they're just passing through the ring.
Think about the journey of Cody Jones, too, by the way. Back in the old building, he actually had a ladder match with Aaron Williams once upon a time for the Respect title, and they beat each other pillar to post at the Bradfield Community Center. But it was that night, I think, that a lot of people sort of realized he was going to be a main event player. He took the brass ring, so to speak. He ended up, I think, 3 months later being World Wrestling Champion for quite a while, and one of the more dominant champions War has had in a long time.
It wasn't until the Voodoo King, Mojo McQueen, took the championship from Cody Jones. Right now, the Von Englands have a game plan and is isolate Cody Jones working on the leg.
You know,
a couple of months ago, Michael, it was the left arm of Cody Jones broken by Damian Chambers. An attack on Revolution. We'll see if the Von Englands target that or if they go with the leg attack.
I think they're going to target pretty much everything. Between the two of them, it seems that they have differing ideas. They go through, each gets a body part here, a body part there. But effective tag team wrestling, and you know, these are two teams that have been together and they know each other up and down the road and everything that goes along with that. But it's always fascinating to me, not the paired together teams, but people who actually want to be together, how they respond when things get like this.
Notice in this tag match, the men and the women can interact against each other, and Eden showing no fear of the sliding lariat, taking down Cody. Little miscommunication by the Von Englands, who's legal with Sydney with a 2 count.
Sydney helped train her, and also Dominic Guarini. If you get that guy as a trainer, I mean, you're going to know how to brutalize people, but you're going to know how to sort of work on a technical angle, too.
They got a little bit of British strong style. They've got a mean streak to the Von Englands.
And eventually you would think that the weapons they brought to the ring would have to come into play.
How about that elbow by Sydney right there? Normally the elbow is driven right to the back of the neck, right to the lower back that time, changing up the offense.
You know, this is a point where if you're Cody Jones, you need to get to Paloma, but the ring has been cut off. He's been trapped over there for a while, and Paloma on herself, I mean, she hit the stairs back first, and not that long ago, she got smacked right in the face and fell off the apron.
Heavy-handed Eden Von England delivering some vicious shots. A shot to Paloma that time. But now Sydney tried to throw Cody into Eden. Cody at the middle rope, crossbody. And this could be the opening Cody Jones needs.
Paloma wanting that tag in the worst way, and
tag. Eden has rolled to the floor.
Didn't see it.
Look at Sydney. Great tag team instincts by the Von Englands. And now Sydney's in. Referee did not see the illegal switch here. And Sydney is just pounding with the lower back.
It's unfortunate for Cody as he had his biggest opportunity. He's been in there for about 5 or 10 minutes now.
We talked about it. Now, you have the injured arm of Damian Chambers of Cody Jones, or the leg they started to attack. They've changed up the game plan right to the lower back of Cody Jones.
Sydney, an 8-year pro, part of the training he got came up from a young man named Jimmy Havoc. That's also all over the place. Dominic Guarini, you know, for two Brits, they spent a lot of time in the Cleveland area, and there is a lot of great talent kind of coming in and out of there. And, you know, their point is, we're that talent. We don't care where you think we're from.
Nice escape by Cody Jones, trying to cut you off there, Michael. Cody trying to fight his way out. And Eden sent him into the safety ring.
Much to the dismay of Paloma, who can do nothing on the other side.
Cody turns the left shoulder at 2 as the Von Englands continue to control the pace, slowing down the very energetic duo of Cody and Paloma.
You know, it's very odd, I think, still, based on their history of hearing the crowd cheer for Cody and Paloma.
This has been a very unique dynamic the past 6 or 7 months here in World Wrestling as Cody has won over this fan.
Of course, these are the same people who have come to accept the Michigan invasion, who once upon a time tried to burn the flag in the middle of the ring at the old building.
It's Sydney directing from the outside. Great tag team chemistry, but he needs an elbow coming in.
elbow to the ear.
The boot. Inserts Curry to the right now.
Biggest offensive move for Cody Jones in quite a while.
Eaton made that tag. Sidney tried to cut off the tag. He's a flatliner, and there's the tag to Paloma. Here comes the former World Wrestling Women's Champion. Elbow clothesline, one for Sidney, one for Eaton. Takes down Sidney again.
A clothesline and a straight shove. Effective for the 13-year veteran.
Paloma. Caught Samoa.
I think it's right across the street, yeah.
Yes, that's what she told me to say. Lung blower. German suplex. Nice combination.
That was the bottom of the neck and the upper part of the shoulders, too, on that German.
Cody directing traffic. What do they got here? Sidney charges. Double hip toss down. Goes Sidney. Nice drop by Cody Jones. Big senton by Paloma. Great tag team work by Cody and Paloma. And Eaton shoved Cody to break the pin.
You know, experience on the side of Cody and Paloma. 33 combined years of experience. Cody's second generation, trained by his dad, Tom Jones. If you actually look at his wrist tape, he displays that proudly. But he's got to get in to help Paloma because this will be a short match otherwise.
Nice combination move there by the Von Englands. Really know how to work as a unit. But Cody now, showing no fear, rights to both Eaton and Sidney. Eaton charges. Oh my! High-low from Sidney and Eaton.
Yeah, nearly the heart attack that Cody wasn't looking for.
Paloma now, outnumbered by the Von Englands. Oh, what a suplex! I don't know how much Eaton got of it, but she dropped Paloma down.
I think she got enough because she had the leverage with the hand behind the head to drop Paloma on her ear.
I think Sidney just called for something.
Told ya.
I think he just called for the weapons.
And running interference on the other side.
Look out! Oh, he hit himself with a head that time. You hear the thud.
This is a 3-run home run.
Eaton pulled down by Cody. Sent him to the safety rail. Paloma has got Sidney. Drops him on his head. Spiked him. 1, 2. They got him.
That's a different version of that move, but just that straight spike, and I don't know which feels worse. Hitting yourself in the face or getting dropped straight on your noggin.
Von Englands, not the debut in more wrestling they would have hoped for, but a huge win for Cody and Paloma.
Definitely left the Von England seeing stars on that one. And again, the cheers, and you gotta kind of feel, though, this is probably not the last time you see those two couples in the ring together.
This war, this country war, they have just got started. Cody Jones and Paloma Stars celebrate a huge win over the Von Englands.
We're gonna run it back for the third time, Crash. Now, I honestly think you're a great opponent. I'm actually honored to fight you. And come October 9th, you will once again fall to the Muay Thai bear, Shane Foster. Inkan lang kama. The bear's coming.
Shane Foster.
You know, he's been on a roll in terms of spreading violence across anybody who's tried to help him or really kind of get in his way. He talks about how he wants to spread peace. He's got a funny way of showing it at times, but not a guy that you want to be standing across from.
He put Brandon Day on the shelf after repeated shots to the head many months ago. And this is an interesting matchup. It's a return match from Nobody's Fool in April against Crash Jackson.
Yeah, Crash Jackson's not coming to be technical. He's coming to fight. And what better opponent to have on the other side for a fight?
It was back at nobody's fool. Shane Foster disqualified for repeated shots to the back of the neck. The violence in Shane Foster. Crash Jackson has not forgotten. It's a whole lot of dudes who's had a whole lot of wins, Michael. In 2021, Crash Jackson has not lost a match.
You know, if you're keeping track, he's the first person from the state of Kentucky to get cheered tonight.
Put it on his resume.
Hey, sometimes it means all the help in the world.
In 2021, with the addition of the disqualification victory over Shane Foster, multiple victories over former War Champion Cody Jones, a victory in the Jeremy McClain Invitational Battle Royal, and a victory over Gino DiCapo last month in United We Stand. Crash Jackson has been on a roll.
And you know, I love watching him too, because you look at him, you see he's a big guy. I think he's maybe a technical guy, but he can move. He gets from one side to the other, and all of a sudden, he's punched, kicked you in the face, suplexed you about 6 times, and you're left wondering, what just happened?
He is very, very strong, is Crash Jackson. Here we go, a return match with nobody's fool. A very tentative start to this one.
Shane's probably not going to win any friends here.
Shane Foster coming out for win 2. United We Stand. He teamed with Apollo Star and defeated James B. and Cody Hawk. So both men riding over letting a handshake from Shane Foster.
I won't believe it even if I see it.
He might be in Bizarro land tonight.
Is that the one with Bizarro Superman?
Yeah, same place. We don't own the rights to it though.
Oh, Bizarro guy with the S on his chest?
Bizarro, yes.
Who's not like the normal version?
He's like the off-brand guy.
He's at Cleveland Airport.
Jackson gave him a little bit of a handshake, and then right to the rapid-fire forearms. He did not forget about nobody's fool. Stomp across the chest and the elbow.
Not only that, he stomped on the right side and then jumped over the guy that was on the ground and a little bit extra oomph.
Nice drop kick to follow. And Jackson coming out hot and heavy to kick off this matchup. Roaring elbows when he beat Gina with last month and he eats a Pele.
You know, it's funny, it almost reminds me of Hugh Morris at times. Kind of with his approach and a little bit of how he acts. You know, he's got that, Crash can have a little bit of that silly streak, but again, all of a sudden, you'll be looking at the lights wondering what happened.
It's time to knuckle up. He will knuckle up. But there's nobody tougher than the Muay Thai Bear, the most proficient striker in War Wrestling, Shane Foster.
And you go back, and I talked a lot about this earlier on with a lot of different guys, but sort of his journey and his metamorphosis of coming in as a de facto bodyguard, breaks out of that role, makes a big name for himself. Now, semi-main event here in October.
Foster checked the leg kick that time. I don't know if this is the best strategy for Crash Jackson.
So far, the results are no.
Nice leg kick to the inside of the thigh, right to the chest that time. Foster has such long legs.
You do a lot of polling and voting and stuff. I would imagine that the ballot box right now says no.
Right now.
Yeah. Early returns and all that.
Foster going back on the attack, left an opening for Crash Jackson. A kick and a couple of chops. These big, heavy-handed chops. Series of them across the chest now. And
oh!
Forearm! Might have been the elbow right to the back of the head that time.
And on the downswing as well.
And Foster follows him in.
Goodbye. Jackson might be looking for a tooth.
Foster, of course, uses that peacemaker, that tomahawk elbow to put away so many wrestlers in War Wrestling. And it was that tomahawk elbow that led to those repeated shots in April, which led to disqualification.
Sometimes it's not about winning.
Both men back to a vertical base. Here we go. Jackson, no fear, with the right hands exchanging blows with Shane Foster. Or both men now exchanging blows. Kicking to the leg that time to Jackson. Head of steam. Whoa, went for the diving elbow. Foster had it scouted. Both men. Oh, big lariat.
I think that elbow would have been it, but that lariat ends up being a game changer.
They went to the so low to both these men. Discus kick. Foster blocks it. Jackson in trouble. Elevated the shoulders. What a show of strength from Shane Foster. Definitely driver.
A little extra emphasis on it, too. He about threw Crash Jackson halfway across the ring.
1, 2. Just the 2 count up.
Nobody wins with a Death Valley driver anymore.
They should. Somebody should start winning with that.
All right, 1998 Philadelphia, I think is the last time anybody won with it.
I appreciate Foster trying to win with it.
Something about Swanner, some of the corner, an arena.
Good hits from Foster. Jackson creates some separation. Caught him with the back elbow.
Ritter and Swanson is what I was looking for. Oh!
How about that? He faked the left in a DDT.
Right in front of Slick Rick over there, who's trying to figure out how to split the pot.
He's still trying to avoid that spot.
What he should be looking for is if the forehead got split open on that shot.
Nice throw by Crash Jackson. In the playbook of Shane Foster that time.
I think silly season is over. I think he's pretty well in.
Oh, man. Dropped him right in the back of his head that time.
You know, it started out as a German, but what he ended up doing was just kind of throwing him over the head.
Over the knee pad and delivered a shot to the face.
That's got to be it.
Somehow, Shane Foster kicks out.
Definitely wasn't with the help of the crowd, that's for sure. They do not like that young man. Jackson now has thrown a lot of his arsenal. On the other side, he's got to be wondering what he's got to do to pick up this win.
A lot of time, though. Not following up on Shane Foster. Power bomb, maybe. Pick up. With a power bomb, Foster escapes. Oh, nicely done, the cutter.
Very effective maneuver.
We have seen or Crash Jackson rather put wrestlers away with that big last ride power bomb. But Foster had it scouted.
I think Foster might have scraped the ceiling on that one.
Foster checking the back of his head. Trying to get his wits about it. Strike down across the forehead.
The difference being that where Foster's throwing punches, he's throwing down straight into the forehead. Jackson's trying to work himself up on his throws.
Allowed Jackson back to a vertical base, though. Oh, down goes the referee that time. Big uppercut from Foster. The referee in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh!
Super kick to the jaw.
Someone called a party on his face.
But now, there's no referee.
Well, he should have got out of the way.
Wait a minute, what is Shane Foster doing?
Just thinking about ordering a pizza and then pulling out the pan and probably hitting him in the face with it.
Did he get some of the pizza?
Knowing him, probably not.
Wait a minute, Foster's got a steel chair. We've seen him use the spike pile driver on the chair.
Took a front row chair, that's at least $15.
We have seen him use the chair before, measuring Crash Jackson.
Wait a minute. Why is...
Wait a minute.
He's thinking about it.
Hesitation, second bot. Foster throws the chair down. Headbutt. There's the diving elbow. Cover 1, 2. Crash Jackson wins it.
Good night, Susie.
Shane Foster hesitating long enough. And Crash Jackson keeps the win streak alive.
I think he knew Big Tom was going to come out and ask for $15 for that chair.
You only charged him 15?
Well, I mean, he already had it. It show's halfway over. I'd imagine it's on a sliding scale. At this point, though, he should have used the chair.
At this point, he should have. Crash Jackson with a big win, though. Foster almost in disbelief here. Wait a minute.
Two guys who gave it their all, and a heck of a match. Called out the Big Hoss division.
For a handshake is Crash Jackson.
Wow.
Shane Foster extends the hand.
You know, one of those things, you fight a guy enough times, you start to gain some respect. Maybe why he didn't blast him with a chair when he had the opportunity. Maybe they've gained a modicum of respect for one another.
Respect being shown here tonight in War Wrestling.
It's very shocking. I don't think that'll happen in the main event, though.
Let's go.
The guys in this match of what happens.
So, for the amount of side plots and sub angles and all this fatal four-way matchup, something we haven't mentioned all night though, member of the old school posse, the veteran Jack Vaughn, is the former associate of Aaron Williams. They haven't spoken since the anniversary show.
Yeah, and Aaron Williams is just something else. I thought if you announced someone as being from Charlotte, it had to be North Carolina.
Slick Rick used all of his enunciation for split. Veteran Jack Vaughn. Last time we saw Jack Vaughn, he was in the championship match in United We Stand. When the old school posse was forming, notice I don't see any Brandon Fields right now.
Yeah, I think after the match he had earlier on, he's probably laying down taking a nap.
We still have not seen Cody Hawk. Is he here? It's a wild card.
It's also interesting to see what happens when Matthew Taylor comes out.
Speaking of wild cards, here comes the former champion.
Mojo has been a part of so many memorable moments in the last 2 years, and a lot of them have to do with this man right here and Matthew Taylor. Well, I mean, the man in black was pretty effective for Johnny Cash. Let's see how it works for Matthew Taylor.
See what Matthew Taylor has in store. The Revolution's leader, the former War Wrestling champion.
I think he's also a different sort of demented tonight. He's been ranting and raving online in the last month about this show, about I need what's back is mine. I have to have back what's mine. And, you know, he's kind of one of those guys where if he's on a mission, you thought he was dangerous before. Watch this one.
Last time he had a shot at that title was the barbed wire match with Mojo at the 18th anniversary. This is his first shot at regaining the title. And for over 860 days, he could call himself War Respect Champion until Austin Mannix took that title at the 18th anniversary. We have not seen Aaron Williams since.
And you know what's crazy about that way that match ended, where he got thrown off a ladder? That's how he won that belt at the anniversary show a couple of years ago, by throwing a guy through a table. And in just a level of violence with Aaron Williams, you know, it's kind of amazing that he and Matthew Taylor don't see things on the same path, because they're a lot of the same, but their differences and their need to pretty much destroy everything, why they're on opposing sides tonight.
Now, I mentioned Matthew Taylor dressed in all black, unlike his normal white. Jack Vaughn and Aaron Williams both in the red tonight. Is there something cooking?
If I know these three guys in the ring. I think at the end, it's going to be like a battle royal. It's going to be every man for himself, especially without Mojo's right hand.
Disadvantage, and with Jack Vaughn for the first time in a while, size disadvantage.
Well, but that's a question. Is it a numbers disadvantage? Because really, everybody's at a disadvantage. His only being that he doesn't have to be pinned to lose, but I don't know that anybody in this match truly likes one another.
Do you see something outside? Jexy Black smiling and waving out, blowing a kiss at the champion.
Well, we know she's not right.
She is a crazy person.
Yeah, we ran in her into the back, and I ran quickly the other way.
Notice in the ring, Aaron Williams, Matthew Taylor keeping to themselves. Jack Vaughn has now taken his eyes off the champion. Wait a minute. Look at this. Aaron Williams and Jack Vaughn now standing side by side.
Yeah, I'm telling you, though, Jack Vaughn being as smart as he is, and Aaron Williams, pardon the pun, being a longtime veteran, that's not going to last for very long. They give it about 5 minutes. The guy I would hate to be in this match is the referee. Why there's not two of them for this match, I don't understand.
Well, nonetheless, one referee assigned. There is the prize, the War Wrestling Championship, our main event. I do not envy the referee here.
I mean, if you really want to go in terms of everybody dressed like everybody else, you've got two guys in the red and white, two guys in predominant black on the other side. But there sure as hell ain't a tag team match.
Imagine if Mojo McQueen and Matthew Taylor came together. Another wars over the champion. Look at this.
I think you can make that case if any of these four guys teamed up with the others, what they could do.
Four of the most experienced wrestlers here in War Wrestling. Four of the most predominant men in War Wrestling.
I think four of the best in wrestling anywhere. And it is a damn shame, and I've said this before, and I will say this again, that Aaron Williams, who lives by the moniker unsigned and don't care, is not signed somewhere because he is one of the best.
Right now, his focus is the War Wrestling Championship. Matthew Taylor ate a boot, and here's the alliance. Aaron Williams and Jack Vaughn working together.
This is not going to last long. These two guys are too much themselves to last long.
Nice throw by Mojo McQueen.
Here's a question for you. What lasts longer, the alliance between those two or Aaron Williams' shirt?
I'm going to go with the shirt, I think. I'm not confident, though. I'm not putting money down.
Matthew Taylor, who had his bell rung. Oh, Mojo!
Oh, my goodness!
What a stop by Mojo, but watch out for Williams.
Action is hot and heavy in this matchup. Williams from the top turnbuckle. Got caught. Throws it overhead, and the champion taking out all challengers right now.
Now it's Jack Vaughn's turn, the one guy who can literally look Mojo right into the face and actually look down upon the War Wrestling Champion.
He goes for a headbutt. The two largest men of the match start off with some strikes. Nice pass, but look at that maneuver! A Hurricane Rana from the champion.
Didn't see that coming.
Matthew Taylor flying kick to the back of the head.
And Mojo, I think he got the left foot across the shoulder, the right foot across the back of the head.
Guiding Light picks his spot. No love lost for Mojo McQueen. Last December, Matthew Taylor threw a fireball in the eyes of Mojo McQueen to win the championship. It took a barbed wire massacre for Mojo McQueen to regain the title.
You know, and I think that might only be number 3 of the worst things that he's done to Mojo.
Right now, Jack Vaughn applying some more damage to Mojo McQueen. The champion is outnumbered. He is the targeted man for the 3 challengers.
You kind of wonder at what point, though, does this break down and it go back to it? But everybody wants that belt. I mean, only 2 of the guys in the ring, the one holding it and the one who used to hold it. Those other 2 guys, Williams, I didn't see that when I bought my ties. I didn't know that was an option.
The shirt still lasted, but the tie has not. So, that is still on.
But at some point that the other two guys, the two gentlemen dressed in the red, are going to want that title. Aaron Williams now, like you said, 800-plus days without a title now, and Jack trying to make an impact.
Taylor talking some trash. Mojo trying to fight out, and Jack Vaughn takes the opening. Notice Matthew Taylor stepping on the foot. Jack Vaughn kind of, well, there goes the shirt, losing, kind of blocking the arm, opening him up for Aaron Williams.
I'm always amused. As much clothing as Aaron comes to the ring with, he doesn't leave with half of it. Once upon a time, the Cincinnati Kid, the Shogun, I just really think, knowing Matthew Taylor and knowing Aaron Williams, their bravado is going to get the better of them at some point, and they're going to go at it once they've maybe incapacitated the World Wrestling Champion.
You notice that Jack Vaughn is kind of hanging in the back, the veteran. He's kind of picking his spot for his black book here.
Williams just standing on top of it.
Mojo's trying to look at Jack Vaughn picked his spot.
River Blackheart once remarked on commentary when Mojo McQueen debuted at the Lyman Civic Center, what's in the box, and it smelled like death. The power of that box, and if I'm Williams,
oh my goodness,
that's the smartest thing he could do. Now he just needs to get the heck out of there. Yeah, here you go, Jack. I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, I'm not messing
Don't open it. Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Probably shouldn't have done that.
There goes the shirt. So, shirt in your bingo card. Vaughn hits him in the head now. And Williams said he's back in, gone.
Yeah, I know he's a big Joey Votto fan. That was about a 500-foot home run.
He's got his own book, The Gospel of the Guiding Light. Stepping on the hand.
Look at Taylor, though. He knew not to touch that.
Oh! Echoing through the Empowered Sports Center. And Jexy Black, proud of her man.
Now, what happens the first time somebody goes for a pin? Because it's a one pinfall match.
Mojo can't even get to his feet right
now. Jack said, I don't want any of this book stuff.
Mojo trying to fight out. He is surrounded by all three challengers. And right now, he is fighting his way out of this. But a kick from Matthew Taylor stops that. Aaron Williams quickly coming in to take the open shots.
That's pretty much his mantra.
Now Jack Vaughn gonna hold. Taylor measures it. Unprotected shot to the face of the champion.
Williams said, while he's down, it's my turn.
Mojo can't even get to his feet anymore.
A little girl in the front row is not a happy camper with Mojo now just being gang assaulted.
Williams by the throat, though. Vaughn saving Aaron Williams again. Williams now going to hold Mojo. Mojo duck, and down goes Aaron Williams.
Hit him in the face, and it felt like the Reds when they got eliminated from the playoff race.
Mojo shows Jack Vaughn into Matthew Taylor. Could be the uppercut champion knees. Nice reversal by Jack Vaughn. The brakes on and sends Jack Vaughn to the floor.
Watch out, JL.
Oh, and a knee to Matthew Taylor. And Williams a kick under the jaw.
That's the second time we go back to the opening that Taylor's been destroyed by a knee strike.
It's kicked out. And flatliner.
With the emphasis, Williams. There you go.
There it is. Aaron Williams breaks the pin up. 1, 2. Matthew Taylor.
Is this the breakdown, though?
These two men, no strangers to one another.
Just remember, the first Saturday in November, when this all comes to a head at Thanksgiving, one of these guys is going to be wearing the World Wrestling Championship. You got to imagine the other three, this is not even going to be remotely close to the end of this.
Not just having the championship, but the power that comes along with being the World Wrestling Champion.
Got a feeling Taylor's about to take a punch to the face.
Matthew Taylor and his champion. Their losing streak continues.
Yeah, they're not having a great night.
Oh!
Oh!
There's that punch you were talking about. Taylor blocks. Both men exchanging in a right hand from Matthew Taylor.
Almost straight disrespectful with the open hand slap. Like I said, these two guys, if anybody on the roster know each other, it's these two guys.
Here we go, exchanging blows in the middle of the ring.
It's that Cincinnati on Columbus crime.
And Mojo McQueen takes them both out.
Parts unknown crime?
Parts unknown crime. And that's Spinebuster's way out of Charlotte.
Old school.
Oh, how about this? Aaron Williams attacking Jack Vaughn.
Ah, that's not smart.
Former associates. Now enemies for the World Wrestling Championship. What a chop by Jack Vaughn.
To be honest with you, I think he just pissed him off.
Absorbing these kicks is Jack Vaughn. Just echoing chops across the chest. That one staggered him.
It's almost as if the kicks are powering Jack Vaughn.
Every chop is meaner than the one before. His former associate, Jack Vaughn, the rope with a super kick, blocks it, and a chop for Taylor. Another super kick blocked. Another chop.
He's impervious to super kicks.
The veteran not a fan of the super kick. Double super kick, and wait a minute.
He's really not a fan now.
He's got rocked. Veteran in trouble. Down goes Jack Vaughn.
That's one of those old school flops.
It's a veteran-like flop.
I've seen that somewhere before. It's like a 16-time flop.
How about this opening for Matthew Taylor? Roll up 1, 2, new champion. No. Kick might have been low. Taylor picks him up, rolls through, another cover. 1. Shifts his weakness. Williams. 1, 2. Combination 1, 2. Bridges out. For a backslide now. Williams out the backside. Taylor a little bit on Dream Street. Both men a little confused here. And the champion a headbutt. Picking his spot is Mojo McQueen. Trying to hit with that horn, that helmet too.
Yeah, it's pretty much not going to go well for Matthew Taylor or Aaron Williams.
Mojo using his head as a weapon. Champion trying to hold on to his most prized possession, the War Wrestling Championship.
Well, one of them, the other's in whatever's in that book.
Well, I'm not touching that one.
No, I'm leaving that alone.
I'm afraid. Taylor had an opening, delivers a headbutt of his own to the champion, and he will ascend with Aaron Williams.
You know, this rivalry actually dates back to the old HWA days between these two. Think about that.
How about Jack Vaughn? What elevate? And he chops Mojo McQueen. Mojo was looking for a power bomb. Vaughn elevates into the shoulders. Nice airplane spin by the veteran. Round and around and around he goes. Nice kick by Williams in the midsection. Taylor ducks the kick. Slice bread off the back. How about that?
Sorry, I was fielding a call from the Allen County Airport on that airplane spin. They were super confused what was happening.
All 4 men are down. First man to his feet will have the advantage. Jexy Black trying to will on her man.
First guy to his feet might win this thing.
I don't know if Jack Vaughn or Mojo even know where they're at. Mojo's going to spaz. I mean, Mojo McQueen rises.
I can see 3 guys that's not good for.
Not even freaked out Jexy Black. Right hand to the face. And another.
It's like getting hit with a Buick.
Reversal into the corner. Whoa! Out goes Jack Vaughn to the floor. Bye-bye, Mr. Vaughn. A rolling elbow.
Hello, Mr. Elbow.
And now we're back to Taylor and Williams. Williams, though, eyeing up Jack Vaughn, his former associate. The charge. Tope Suicida to the floor.
Yeah, Vaughn sort of tried to catch him, but he might have been worse off. Now Taylor
left alone in the ring with the champion, but he'll go to attack. Oh, my goodness. goodness! He dove through the middle rope, took out the other two challengers.
Cannonball Suicida.
And now the champion left alone, his challengers.
All the way from Columbus.
His challengers stuck on the floor.
Mojo, everybody like 265.
At least.
I think he's thinking about flying. Oh, Matthew Taylor is being told he's #1 in the front row. That guy's not happy with him.
Matthew Taylor making friends, not in bunches.
Mojo just trying to get to his feet.
Mojo McQueen, corkscrew plancha, takes out all three challengers.
Guy in the front row not thrilled.
Well, I mean, he got to see Matthew Taylor get taken out.
Yeah, he almost ended up with Matthew Taylor in his lap.
And the champion rises. And he will take Matthew Taylor into the ring. He has isolated one of his challengers. Got him throttled. Could be a choke slam. Taylor escapes. Taylor up to the shoulder, Death Valley driver. And right into the tumble foot stomp. Nice series of 1, 2. Williams breaks it up.
This is about to break down. They've kind of paired off at times. I got a feeling guys are looking for their whatever deep down their home run hits right now.
STO. Williams. Knee to the face. Taylor tried to get a hand up to block. Don't know how much he got of it though.
Doesn't look like much.
Williams trying to regroup. They'll measure Matthew Taylor. And charge. Taylor kicks him in the face. Nicely done to the top turnbuckle. And Mojo chops down Aaron Williams.
Oh!
Goes right for Matthew Taylor. And Mojo now. Oh my goodness! Front flip DDT.
Taylor, by the way, got a facelift.
Williams got dropped on his head. Now he goes for Matthew Taylor from the top rope superplex. How is Williams on his feet right now?
He's not going to be for long.
Frog splash. This could be it. New champion. 1, 2. Jack Vaughn breaks it up.
I'll tell you what, he almost didn't in time, though. He took a different way to get there and almost watched that 3 count.
The post power bomb. Jack knifes him down. Cover. 1, 2. And Mojo saves his title.
But for how long?
Last-ditch effort from the champion. And now, Vaughn and McQueen pair off. Big chop from Mojo, challenging the veteran. I don't know how much either man has left. This has been a grueling contest.
Those last 2 chops on Mojo by Vaughn, it pretty much just glanced right off of him.
Series of blows now. Mojo drops him right across his knees. He's got to go for the pin, though. He's got him down. Draws into the cover. 1, 2. Taylor and Williams break it up.
I don't know that Mojo knew where he was. He's been repeatedly kicked in the face. A handful of times he's been dropped on his head.
That momentary hesitation might have been enough for Aaron Williams and Matthew Taylor to make the save.
Oh, Mojo's got bad intentions on his mind.
Mojo will charge. Back splash in the corner. 1 for Williams.
Choo choo!
Oh, and Jack Vaughn cuts him off at the trap. That's kicked out by Matthew Taylor. Another lariat. Aaron Williams, slip in the back. Vaughn hits the roof. Oh, Williams, he blocked it. Series of kicks. Hit the rope. Oh, he turned him inside out. This could be it. Go for the cover, Jack. He's got to go for the cover. Mojo rolls him up. 1, 2, got him.
Mojo took your advice.
Jack Vaughn's in disbelief. Mojo McQueen saw the opening, and he brings home the championship.
Wow. All the ways that this match could have ended throughout the course of the 20 minutes. Did not see that one coming. Mojo, I think the problem is nobody else saw it coming either.
What a veteran move by the champion, no pun intended, as he rolls up the veteran Jack Vaughn and keeps his championship.
And if those other three guys were unhinged before, this is not going to help matters.
This is not over by a long shot as we head in to Thanksgiving, November the 6th. Wait a minute. We may not be done yet. Aaron Williams now attacking the champion.
Everybody else has left. Williams, I don't know.
Matthew Taylor's up the entranceway here.
Just staring at Taylor, but realizing, you know, forget you guys, I can do battle by myself.
He's asking if you want some of this, and Matthew, wait a minute, Matthew Taylor's coming back to the ring.
Why is he thinking?
Taylor's hesitating. He says, no, forget it.
Williams, a little confused.
Oh, and a kick to the head of Mojo McQueen.
Mojo might have won the battle, but Williams just took a major step forward towards November to win the war.
This war is not over by a long shot. What's he doing?
You've done enough, Aaron. Oh, no.
Baddest man alive has evil intentions.
Is he thinking about that pile driver?
Not the pile driver. Come on, Aaron. Not the pile driver! Oh, no, he spiked him.
Nobody coming out to put a stop to this.
And look at the smile, the sick smile on the face of Aaron Williams.
And again,
Looking at the next World Wrestling Champion.
well, think about it. Williams is frustrated. He didn't lose the match, technically. It was Vaughn who got rolled up.
Aaron Williams sending a message to the World Wrestling Champion.
There is something wrong with him. I used to have respect for that guy.
Baddest man alive is coming in. Wait, come on, Aaron! Enough's enough! The steel chair in the ring now.
Oh, no, he can't. They can't let him. He already spiked him once.
Not gonna pile drive him on the chair. Aaron Williams setting up for another pile driver! On the chair!
You've made your point, Aaron.
Will somebody come out here and stop this?
I don't know what your point is, but you've made your point. You're the baddest man alive. You're a bad guy. We get it. Now he's just screaming.
Sending a message to the World Wrestling Champion. But he may not be done yet.
I think he's looking for the belt now.
Mojo is barely moving in the ring as Aaron Williams stands tall in possession of the World Wrestling Championship.
At all points, people have to pay for their transgressions, and you get a feeling that Williams, on November the 6th, is probably going to do just that.
Baddest man alive has sent a message to the champion.
He's just petting him.
This is uncomfortable at this point.
What a sick piece of crap.
Kisses the championship.
Oh, no. Not again.
Come on, Aaron.
We've already gone through this twice.
And now, a pile driver on the championship belt. Come on, Aaron. Will somebody come out here, please?
Said earlier on it would be the first person to snap. Apparently that person is Aaron Williams. He's just posing for photos now.
And notice he's pinning
It's a GQ shoot.
He's pinning the champion, sending a message to Mojo McQueen.
You can count to 100.
Well, this is not the way I thought we'd end our evening, Michael, but the baddest man alive stands tall.
But again, come November the 6th, at the end of that show at Thanksgiving, he might not be standing at all.
Message has been sent. Mojo McQueen, still the World Wrestling Champion, but his next challenger may be the baddest man alive.
Aaron Williams, what was that?
What was that? It's very simple, man. It was a statement. It was a statement of intent. You see, for too long, Aaron Williams has been showing up to War Wrestling. He's been stealing shows. He's been taking names. I hold the record of the longest Respect title reign of anybody ever. I am Respect Wrestling. Mojo McQueen, you're holding something that has rightfully belonged to me for a very, very long time. In War Wrestling, you finally give me an opportunity, but you put me against Jack Vaughn, my buddy. You put me against Matt Taylor, who I don't even care about. All I want is that title. Because when I have that title, all these fans who think that they love all kinds of anarchy and chaos like Mojo McQueen, they don't want to love Matt Taylor, who's trying to show them the light. They don't want to love Jack Vaughn, who's trying to teach them to respect the business. No, they want to love this voodoo king, Mojo McQueen. But that voodoo king is he's just a tiny bit of anarchy. He's just a little bit of chaos. But Aaron Williams, see, I drink anarchy, brother. I dine on chaos. And when that title is wrapped around my waist, things are going to get a lot more fun. And Aaron Williams is going to have a great time.